Hello
Yes,
and
this is
welcome.
thanks for coming for people. I don't know if anyone's watching yet, but it's the night
What?
before. I don't know if anyone's watching it, but we should probably mention it the night before the night we're recording this. I'm gonna try to put this out tonight.
It's Devil's
Because
Night. Everybody knows I advertised it to everything.
uh,
Everything says Devil's Night. Everything. And it's
so wait,
been nothing but
is the night before the night? Is
I
that
mean,
is that
and
that
we
was night?
said
That's
nothing but horror movies, and you kept on trying to choose porn movies, and it was the wrong kind of horror, Chris.
like five fingers in Freddy, instead of Five Nights at
Dude,
Freddy's.
you are just wrong. No, do not make that the bumper. I will be pissed.
I'm, I'm just sad because I didn't come up with it. But uh, so I'm looking forward to this episode, dude. Really am.
Gonna talk some horror movies. I gotta hang out with Leatherface
I
yesterday.
heard about that. I saw that. So
Or on
he was
Saturday.
the one at the
Saturday.
most recent
Saturday.
one.
Yeah, the 2022 one, the
Mhm.
one you gave a shitty you gave it like a
Both
1.5.
you.
I told him you
No,
did.
no, you did not. No, I did not get it that bad. But I don't think you looked at that
Yeah,
much
yeah,
either.
you did. You gave it a like a 1.8 or something. It was a 1. I remember the beginning was 1. He's like, "This is the worst Chainsaw Massacre ever." And I was like, "Dude, there's so many good kills." I told him I was like, "No, man, I gave it a 4 out of
You
5."
did not do that. I know you didn't. But
Uh, who has a picture with him and who
well, no,
doesn't?
I'm just that's not changing what you said on the show.
I know that's not what I said on the
I'm
show,
sure you're
but
super nice, right?
dude, he was super cool. He told some couple of stories. Um, there were there's one picture I got with him that was like really good. And he was just really nice. He told me a story about Marilyn Manson, like because he did the movie Wrong Cops with
Oh yeah.
Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm.
He was the cop that was standing there in his underwear, like the whole time talking to Manson in his like sheriff's suit and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. I go, Manson is one of the guys I never want to meet. And he's like, why? I go, because, dude, my whole life, I always thought, Marilyn Manson is a badass motherfucker. And what if I meet him and we absolutely hate each
Yeah.
other?
You never reach your
Oh,
heroes. Yeah. Never reach your heroes.
never meet your heroes, man. Never meet
As
your
far as I can
heroes
tell, he's
because if
also
you
not
meet
the
your,
greatest person. Also, like
yeah, here we go. Boom. There's a picture of it. There you go. Me and Mark Burnham. He was so nice. He gave me an autograph picture. I have it in the vehicle. That's going. That I gave it to Logan because he collects autographs of horror movie people. And man, I can't wait to meet him again. We're gonna become best friends. Chris. Sometimes you just have to be best friends with people that hold chainsaws and dismember bodies for a living.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to Devil's Night at movies that don't suck and some that do. My name's Neil.
and I'm Chris.
And today we will review 2 horror movies, a spooktacular toy. All right, let's stop that. Anyway, today, guys, of course, we are reviewing. This is the last one of the good old month of October, spooky season. In fact, we are recording right now on what is known as Devil's Night, and I got this new painting of the crow
Oh,
right there.
nice.
Isn't that
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful? Oh, so
It's
beautiful. Oh, it'll be on that wall. It'll be on that wall right there.
so you guys are just in the night before the night with us. I mean,
Yeah, tomorrow's my wedding
I know.
anniversary.
Yeah, it's somewhere in
7 years,
that's
bro.
nice, dude. How long you guys been together, like, all together? Like
12 years.
okay,
12 years we've been all together. So a decade.
December.
Not a decade? No, decade's 10 years.
Yeah.
A dozen years.
March, and come March 1st, we've been together 10 years. But
Yeah, November 6th or 7th. So we met like just a week after Halloween.
oh, well,
That's why, yeah, Works perfect, doesn't it? All right, well, let's get to it. The two movies that we are covering this week are the fun movies of the season, I guess, would be the best
Yeah,
way
they're
to say
fun.
it.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe yeah.
The fun movies of the season. So first, the one and only Slotherhouse or Slotherhouse. How do you
Slotherhouse.
pronounce it? Right?
Slotherhouse. Yeah.
Slotherhouse. Slotherhouse. This was released out in August, but it has been released here on the good old platform of Hulu, and it is starring the one. Oh man, I did
I'll
not
do it.
listen to
I'll
what
do
his
it. I'll
name
do it.
sounds like.
You want me to do it?
All right,
Okay. Lisa
yeah, go for
Ambel.
it.
Lisa Ambel. Oh my god. Lisa Ambelavinar.
Look at
I
us,
couldn't.
just like old times.
Let's just not talk.
Wow. Okay. This girl must be different. I figured she was just your next pump and dump informant.
Always had such a tender way with words, didn't you?
Excuse me, Lord Byron. Just telling it like it is. Was.
We both knew the deal. Gotham was just business.
And a little fun on the side.
You played me. You gave me no choice.
Yeah, well, if you trusted me instead of burning me to
I
Constantine.
blew my chance to get Two-Face. You came out on top. That's all that mattered to you.
I thought you liked me on top.
Ooh.
That's Jinx. If you don't know Jinx, Jinx is a comic book character from one of the greatest comic book TV shows of all time, Titans, on the DC or the HBO Max. Literally, if you guys haven't seen it, that and Doom Patrol are two of the best ever comic book movie TV shows ever. They're not cheesy like CW. They're like dude, and they fucking kill people, and it's all hard R rated shit too. Also in this movie, the one, the only, no, she's not related to Wes, but she's pretty close. It's Sydney Craven, everyone.
We're like flies in a spider's web. It's calling the shots. The only way we end this is to kill it.
Well, your boyfriend said we can, so
I'm not so sure. Well, I've seen it up close.
how then?
It's old, decrepit. It stinks of death.
Well, where the hell is it anyway?
It's toying with us. It likes to play.
We need to trap it.
With what?
Yeah, it's from Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Not that great, but yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't even think I ever saw that one.
I just
Like, I think I made it to 3, and then I was kind of like, I'm done with
you
these.
get it. You get it.
Yeah. It's like, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Is there a series that you've never followed all the way through that is a horror movie series that you're like, at first you loved it,
Walking
and then
Dead.
now you're just like,
Walking Dead.
no, not TV
Oh.
series. I get that because
Oh.
I mean, Walking Dead has like how many of
Oh,
them out there now that they have like, there's so much. But like movie series, what is a movie series that you started and you're like, man, that's the greatest thing ever, and then you're just like, yeah, I don't care anymore.
I can't think of any right now. I'm sure they'll come to me. You put me in the spot now. Now, I mean, what's one for you? I want to hear that from you.
I believe the one that like totally was actually
Oh, Final Destination did that for me.
yes, that was the
Yeah.
one I was gonna
Yeah.
say. It was Final Destination, because after like I think I watched 3 once,
Yeah.
and now they're like working on 5, is it?
I
Or
have
6?
fucking no clue.
And there's 2 Hellraisers I didn't even know were made.
Yeah.
And they were just made to keep copyrights though. So it's understandable. All right, the always in this movie as well, Slotherhouse, Tiff Stevenson, everybody.
I don't like the misconceptions about drinking. You know, this is quite a common one, right? If you drink a lot, it's because you're unhappy with yourself. That's not why we drink, is it? No. How about we drink because we're unhappy with every other prick in this world? Yes. Thank you. Yeah. I drink because I live in a world where the Kardashians exist. And there is nothing I can do about it, right? And I can see some of you in the crowd tonight, maybe some of you at home don't know who the Kardashians are. Welcome, you are the blessed ones. They're kind of like an STD America gave the world. And no matter how many times you apply the cream, they won't disappear.
I want to know the anti-Kardashians cream. I'd like to know like if they're working on that. You know.
Oh my god, I literally listened to that whole
That's
special.
fun. Yeah.
Like when I was working on the podcast the other night. She is hilarious. Go check her out. Tiff Stevenson, everyone. And last but not least, the main star of the movie, the man himself, Alpha.
I think that's good. That's what a sloth sounds like, apparently.
No. It was a great conversation. If you don't know, he was talking about the inner child, about how when he was younger, he got beaten by his family, and they had to overcome that to become what he is today as an actor. And it was a really good. Yeah, exactly. See right there. I'm just kidding. Yes, that's the noises of a sloth.
Yeah. All right. What's the other movie we're talking about today? The big.
The second movie, the big movie of the week, the one that everybody's been talking about, Five Nights at Freddy's. And not Freddy Cougars, just Five Nights at Freddy's. Featuring when I saw her, I was like, oh my god, it's June. Mary Stuart Masterson.
I think we'd get along much better if we didn't spend so much time together anymore.
Why?
Because I'm driving you crazy, and you're driving me crazy. And I'd rather not see you and have you think good things about me than have you see me and hate me. Because I can't afford to have you hate me, Keith. The only things I care about in this goddamn life are me and my drums and you. Adios.
So when we get this date, you left out the main. We were talking about the main person's movie, but you want to talk about June from Benny and June first.
Oh yeah. And then also in this movie, Elizabeth Lale.
I've never loved anyone the way that I love you. And I didn't know what to do with that because I didn't think that I could have it or keep it.
That's Elizabeth Lale from what?
You.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
One of the best shows ever on Netflix.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched
Spooky.
it, it's fucking amazing. Now we'll talk the main guy in this movie, the one, the only, Josh Hutcherson.
You were so caught up in my feelings, Jer. You kind of let your guard down. You see, we do have a DTD. And we're not out of Cameronium. And you just told me how, when, and where to get more. Fuck. As fucked up as those people are out there, they never lied to me about who they are. And your whole pod person, perfect society, population control thing, well, that shit is just scary. I'm fighting for their future, not yours. So why don't you contemplate that in the next 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's 57 seconds, right? Or is that Ultraman?
That is Future Man.
Future Man, right? That's
Hulu.
right. Yeah, it was on Hulu. I forgot about that.
And also in this movie, one of the horror movie icon men at this time, because he's been in some of the most iconic horror movies. He's been a guy that chases horror movie characters. He is a man who has been in everything from Scream, 13 Ghosts. He's Shaggy to your Scooby-Doo, the one, the only, a guy I think needs more respect on his name, the great Matthew Lillard.
My name is Dennis Rafkin.
You're Dennis Rafkin?
Who's Dennis Rafkin?
My office warned me about this guy.
No, it's gonna sound completely whacked, all right? But just stay with me. I used to hunt displaced spiritual energies with your uncle.
I'm sorry?
PK agents, revenants, like wraiths. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? That's okay. I'll do this the easy way. Ghosts. Arthur, I used to hunt ghosts with your uncle Cyrus.
Yeah, so that's from That's from 13 Ghosts. I mean, I know him from SLC Punk, and he also did that movie Fat Kid Rules the World. He directed that, which is a great movie. But yeah, Matthew Lillard, a horror icon. Like, if you've seen the first Scream, he's the thing that jumps out to you the most, I think. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Sydney, you didn't think. You know,
You didn't call the cops, did you? My parents are gonna be so mad.
so mad at me. Anyway, Chris, tell everybody where they can find you.
You'll find us on onlinemovies.net. We're at w2mnet.com. That's W number 2 M is net.com. You'll find us there along with a bunch of other really cool podcasts. We're also on X at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/movies don't suck. We are also on Bonfire. You guys want shirts or names with our shirts on it, or I guess something like that. Go to bonfire.com/movies don't suck and something new. You'll find our merch along with a bunch of stuff Neil's made. There are all kinds of stuff you can get there. Also, if you're listening to us on YouTube, like, subscribe to the page. We'll listen to us on Facebook. Go ahead and like that page. If you're listening to Twitch, subscribe. In fact, if you're listening to us anywhere, I'm sure there's a subscribe button. So whenever these podcasts come out, it'll be automatically downloaded, and you don't have to do anything. We're just there for you, waiting for you, always watching you. You know, who are we talking about today? Don't need to stop that. You're mute, I think. I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all, Neil.
No. The reason you can't hear me, Chris, is because I muted my mic first.
Okay.
All right. Play the other one. All month long, I've been talking about haunted houses, places to go to take your family to get scared. Now, there is a haunted house which is known as the largest, the best haunted house in the entire United States. And Chris, it is 3.5 hours from my house.
Is it Cutting Edge?
The Cutting Edge.
I've been there, dude. I've been there. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome. We're Cutting Edge.
Now, everybody, the Cutting Edge was voted best haunted house in the nation in 2021, 2023. It literally has awards from Bangora, Best of 2012, American Haunt, HauntedRatings.com. It is in the top 13 haunted houses of all time in 2015, 2014, 2012, 2013. Literally one of the biggest, scariest haunted houses of all time. Now, dude, everything is big there. Look at that. That's the exit, right? That's where you come out of?
Yeah. You see all those bubbles there? You have to walk backwards, and you're soaking and sticky on the way home. So,
nice.
Yeah, you have to go home and take a shower if you want.
And this is the entrance, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's amazing.
Oh, that's the news one. There we go. Yeah. And then this is the other way, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a thing, man. I get emails, I get messages from text messages from to this day. They do it on Valentine's Day, Friday the 13th. They're open. Just weird.
Yep, they do it anytime there's a Friday the 13th. Anytime they can do anything, they are all about it. Now they have been around forever, and they are awesome. Awesomely nice to anybody. Cutting Edge Haunted House in Fort Worth, Texas. Haunted attraction is a real haunted house. Cutting Edge is a dark attraction filled with terrifying live actors, amazing special effects, and incredible monsters. Cutting Edge Haunted House is an intense, multi-story, multi-theme haunted attraction that is widely considered to be one of the most haunted houses in the nation, full of chilling detail. There's all of them is Hell's Half Acre, the Cutting Edge Haunted House. What else is there? There's so many different spots there. Literally, take your family, go down there. It's supposed to be one of the scariest haunted houses in the entire United States.
It's spooky.
You can find
it's scary.
You can find their information at cuttinghedgehauntedhouse.com, or you can go to facebook.com/ that's a little loud. Facebook.com to see Haunted House. I can't even hear myself talk.
I can hear you. just fine.
That's good that you can.
So is that it? Is that all?
But anyway, yeah, the cutting edge. Go to the cutting edge.
All right. Man, okay. So we're talking about 2 horror films this week, but I don't. Let's talk about Slotherhouse first. How about that? You ready to get into that, or do we have anything more? I feel like we got through that really quick.
You're really weird today. You're just so weird. Did you do anything this past weekend for Halloween?
No, man, no. We was sick.
That's a bummer, dude.
We was sick. She had a pretty bad cold. But we went to a wedding on Saturday. I mean, I did that.
Was it a haunted wedding like mine?
It wasn't haunting, but it was dark. They, the bride wore black, and the, there's crows and stuff and bats everywhere.
I have my wedding on Halloween, and then after that, everybody just tries to copy after me, and it's okay.
No, your wedding was fantastic. I told everyone that was my favorite wedding I've ever been to.
But also let's see. So I went to Harlots and Havoc on Saturday night, which it was pro wrestling and a burlesque show, and it was Michael Myers versus Michael Myers.
Do you have a picture of that?
Oh yeah, give me a second. I will pull one up. But it was just hilarious because I was like, when they said that, I was like, okay, so do you mean it's going to be like Michael Myers? I don't get it. I don't get what's
they
going
had
on
someone dressed
here.
as Wayne, and then had someone dressed as Michael, right? Like that was it, right?
Yes, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull you up a couple pictures. I got a couple pictures right here. I could, because I was standing right next to the entrance, and so you had, you can edit all this out. Nobody's right now. That is the reason of, without digging too deep into the pictures, because I'd have to go forever just to find them.
Neil's trying to go like his dick pics, so just make sure he's filtering past those.
Well, I got to make money somehow. You're not. No one's buying my Patreon. But so I'm standing right next to the curtain. So here's the Michael Myers. Anyone against Michael Myers?
That looks like a friend of ours.
Yes, that is Topher.
Yeah.
That is 100% Topher. That is exactly who that is. And
the person's dick you didn't want to see on the trip. I get you.
What?
The person's dick you didn't want to see on the trip.
No, dude, I never want to see Topher's dick ever. Everybody else has seen it. I'm glad they had.
Good for them.
And have or had. Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
They get to live with that. They get to see that.
I'm glad that the conspiracy one.
They get to see that when they close.
All right, Chris. Let's talk the first movie. Let's get this started.
Slotherhouse.
Slotherhouse.
Directed by Matthew Goodhue. He directed Woe and Dames. These are both shorts from 2020 and 2018, respectively. This stars, goddamn, Lisa and Bolivar as Emily.
Look at us. Just like old times.
Let's just not talk.
Wow. Okay.
Also, Sidney Craven as Brianna.
We're like flies in a spider's web.
Andrew Horton as Tyler. Bianca Beckles-Rose as Zinni. Olivia Rouillère as Madison. And Tiff Stevenson as Miss Mayflower.
I don't like the misconceptions about drinking. This is quite a common one, right?
Also, Southern Nolan as Sarah. Amelia Vrizzi as Gabby. Stefan Kapapic as Oliver. And also our best friend Alpha. This Neil, you guys still on for this one?
Yes, I do. And it's Abba Lalavar.
Okay.
That's I just went and listened to
okay.
Okay. Emily Young, a senior, wants to be elected as her sorority's president. So she adopts a cute sloth, thinking it can become the new mascot and help her win. Until a string of fatalities implique the sloth as the main suspects in the murders.
So this was a fun movie, right? Like it's not by any means good, but just the name of it in the advertisement, you kind of knew what you're getting into, right? Like the whole idea of it's just ridiculous.
Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. Like literally this movie um was just it's fun. It's fun and dumb. That's what it is. That's exactly what this in fact, the concept for Slotherhouse originated when the film's co-writer, Bradley Fowler, tried to come up with the dumbest idea he could think
It's like
of.
begging you to do to like drink watching
Just yeah, this is like a drinking, get stoned with your buddies, laugh at dumb shit movie. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. It's not long at
yeah,
all. It's not
it's exactly the length it should be for this type of movie.
yeah, and it's like, all right, guys, this is the best way I can describe this to people that haven't seen this. I think I added a picture. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Here's a sloth driving a car
Yeah.
at one point. Here's a nice little gift for everybody. Here we go. Gift. Yep,
I
that's
was
right.
I was
He pops up to a laptop and starts going through people's
I thought it
social
was so
media.
funny. It was stupid, and like every sorority house, like you see in movies, they have these same like vapid girls, right? The one kind one, or the one who cares about people, and of course, like it's just it's stupid. Uh, I I I I sort of wonder what would happen if they actually had an R rating on this because they didn't. But I could have seen this being a bit more gory, right? And maybe go a little bit ridiculous in this, but I'm not knocking it. It was still very funny and very
Yeah, this was to be honest, this is like dumb this is dumb horror movie comedy through and through. This is the B movie horror movie that you want that, when it's not going to be super gory, you want it to be super dumb. And that's what this one was. It was just and I don't mean like it's dumb like
no.
it's
It's self
dumb.
aware of how dumb it is.
Yeah, yeah, it knows it's dumb.
Yeah,
And so that's what makes it even better. Um And it was all practical
yeah,
effects. They
which
they they
helps a
they
lot.
went through it.
Helps a lot
Yeah,
with
yeah.
everything.
And the sloth just looks so adorable. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Did you want to couple
I
with
think I have
Alpha?
I mean, look at him. Look at
Look how
him.
cute.
Don't you just want to pet
Yeah, I
him?
want to hug him.
Don't you just want to go up and go, oh so cute. Who's the cute little slothy? Are you the cute little slothy? Like
Yeah, it's
he was just adorable through the whole movie. So whoever made the puppet or the for the show, bless them for doing it.
I feel like I mean, guys, also, we would have done this earlier if it was showing for more than one night. Dude, I think we were doing something else. Well, each had something going on the night it came out, but it came out just
Yeah,
in,
it came out for like a single night
but
and we missed it.
perfect for Halloween. Perfect for just getting together with friends and
Just shooting around, not anything else. Like if you have nothing else to do for the weekend, or if you just want to sit around with some people and watch something stupid and laugh your ass off, pretty much this is it.
yeah.
This is the one you want. I
Slotherhouse
mean,
is.
it does.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead, bud.
You said something and then you
I
interrupted me, and then
I
you
was gonna lose my
interrupted me
thought,
again.
and the thought left me. Go ahead. What's going on, dude?
I have no idea what's going on. But anyway,
Alright. I'm gonna cut that out. 1, 2, 3.
all right, but yeah, anyway, this movie was just really fun. It was a good time. Everything was going about it. Um, it again, this is just one of those movies that if you got a couple of buddies coming over, you have a few drinks, you hang out. Um,
Yeah, man.
right?
Yeah, I would say so. It's a fun movie. It's stupid. It knows it's stupid. So I wasn't bored by it. I watched the whole thing, and be fair, I did kind of forget that I watched it this weekend. I gotta be honest. At some point, I'm like, what were the 2 movies? But I do that with all the fucking movies you see. I'm like,
Oh man, I did not forget. I watched them back to
oh
back.
yeah, okay,
Actually,
okay. Oh
I watched Slaughterhouse and then I watched Five Nights at
yeah,
Freddy's right
okay,
after.
cool.
So I was having a good time. But yeah, let me get some quotes and then we'll move on to the next part of this day.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can't believe that was 4 years ago. You're excited to start college. I can't wait for their dreams to be crushed. If you have an amazing pet, it's a huge influence on social media. My mom, how was nope, never mind. Wrote that wrong. No one ever regrets trying anything. What's even wrong with you? Oh, what's even wrong with your face right now? I'm gonna call a vote for that little bear thing. What? Do you have a three-toothed sloth hanging from your loft?
I
Yeah,
like
right.
that new rhyme they did there.
It would be awful if our new mascot got hit by lightning.
Ooh.
Mr. Alpha, it is going to be a busy few weeks. Sometimes I don't know who I am without other people. Um, can't even remember what I wrote there. Did you see the look in her eyes? She's like a cute little Chucky. Okay, you ready to get rushed? UGLY. You ain't got no lullaby. You ugly. You ugly. Duh, And but it's a sloth house. And that's oh yeah, and I love you. I know.
All right. I my score on this like a 3.3, 3.4. It was dumb, stupid, but like it knew what it was, you know. And
It knew exactly
and
what it
I'm
was.
totally fine with that. That's totally fine by me.
I was totally fine with it.
What is going on with your camera?
I'm just clicking it off.
Okay. But yeah, Slotherhouse. Yeah, I gave it 3.3. Would you give it?
Yeah, it's 3.3. It's beautiful.
Okay. And all right, Neil. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score? We're gambling here, guys. And Neil always guesses the score. And if you're the first time listening, we give our movies a score between 0 and 5. So yeah, Neil, what is your score on Slotherhouse? I'm sorry.
Oh, do you think what my score in Slotherhouse was 3.5?
Audience score, Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm gonna say it has to get at least a 45%. I know people are gonna bash it a little bit because it's a B movie.
Well, audience score for Slotherhouse is 79%.
No way!
All right, what is the critic score for Slotherhouse? And by the way, this has no critic consensus because the critics suck and they don't watch this movie. But what's the critic score for Slotherhouse?
942. No, I'm just kidding. It is probably in the 20s.
I'm
gonna go 25.
53%.
Shut
Yeah, I'll read a bad
up.
review and a good review. The bad review is okay. This is from Common Sense Media. It says, yet a little over 90 minutes long, film somehow outstays its welcome as the hilarious premise devolves to a series of scenes where we see young women being called to death by the Freddy menace. All right, whatever. And this is from Bill Goodenkuntz of the Arizona Republic. He says, overall, it's exactly as absurd as it sounds, but in the best way. So that's Slotherhouse. It's if you guys are watching this and you want something lighthearted, it's not gonna terrify you too much. I suggest Slotherhouse for your evening, for the night before the night and the night or the night of.
Yeah, it's a fun one, guys. It's not one that's gonna change the history of the world, or it's not gonna get any awards. It'll probably get a sequel. Guessing it's gonna get a sequel.
Yeah. I think
it's one of those cheesy ones like Things Killing or what's another nice little silly one like this? I can't even think right now, but yeah, it'll get a sequel though.
Okay. Neil, are you ready to give me some news that you want to feed me?
No, I don't like you at all. I don't want to read anything to you ever again. This is the Movies Don't Suck and Some of Them News. I'm going to read stuff to Chris because he's blind in both eyes. That's why he thinks I'm cute.
All right, Neil, what you got for me? Are you still pulling up?
I don't know.
Did I rush you?
Yeah, of course I'm still pulling it. Yeah, you really rushed me. Hell to hell, bro. But whatever. All right, let's talk about the sad thing first. Let's get it done and over with. Was it now 2 days ago? 2 days ago, all of the world lost a friend.
Mhm.
Matthew Perry had passed away. The circumstances are weird so far. He literally sent his agent out, or his assistant out to go get groceries, and he somehow drowned in his own bathtub.
Hot tub.
Hot tub.
Yeah, and so, like, guys, I don't wanna speculate too much because, but he had some demons in his past. He was an addict. And, how Whitney Houston, she drowned in her bathtub. I don't know what's going on with this one. It could have been an accident. He could have had a stroke. He could have had a heart attack. But, pending toxicology reports, people are expecting.
I always thought Courtney Cox was going to be the first one to go.
Oh my god, dude. Well, I mean,
Yeah, didn't you ever bet on this when you were a
I
kid?
didn't bet on which friend star would die first.
Yeah, well, dude, back in the day, would watch it and be like, "Which one do you think's going to die first?"
And how did you think she
And
was gonna die?
I don't know. She hung out. She was married to David Arquette,
Oh.
dude. I mean, come on.
Who wouldn't want to kill themselves then, right? But
well, not kill themselves. I didn't think kill themselves. Which one was gonna die
okay,
first?
well,
Yeah, it wasn't. We weren't that gruesome, motherfucker. Jesus.
I just,
Gosh, you just
every,
think
it's
the
so.
worst of
My
me sometimes.
brother's such a shithead. Every time I mention Courtney Cox, he's like, "God, I can't get the back of her hand from Scream out of my head." Guys, I'm sorry,
Oh,
but like Matt, she's hugging Sydney in like the reboot of the Scream movies, and her hand is prodigious, and you're like, man, that's no lady hand. So, but
all right, moving on.
Mhm.
SAG, Screen Actors Guild, dash AFRTR, and AMPTP are reportedly in the final stretch of making a
Fucking
deal.
finally.
They're reportedly close to the ending of actor strike after the weekend negotiations, but issues still need to be resolved. Negotiations are focused on additional compensation for streaming shows and protection of performers' likeness in relation to the use of AI technology by studios. Both sides are working independently on Monday and plan to resume scheduling at the end of the day.
Let's hope something happens, dude. It's still 5 over there, and yeah, I think LA where
You're
they're
5
talking.
over there.
So let's hope something happens, dude. I really
Are
want.
you at 5 over there?
I just want Dune to come out, dude. I want Dune. I want all this. I want fucking the bike race. I want all that shit to come back out. Yeah. All right.
You're like, man, I'm done with it. I need it. I need it in my life.
I do. What's next, dude?
I don't know. Again, you made me go way too. Jumped the gun too fast. I only had like 6 things up.
Well, it's just the thing is, I don't want to edit as many releases as possible. So when I went through the edit yesterday, I was like, man, I had to cut off the scene, and Neil's just is stalling for time to pull up these things. So I don't know. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. You do this part. I just sit there and listen.
All right. Anyway, Barbarina. Have you ever heard of that?
Was Barbarina?
Barbarian? Barbarian?
Barbarian, yeah.
I don't know. I never heard of it. Was it a movie?
It was one of our favorite horror films of 2022.
Is that the one where they all lived in a dumpster?
That one, yeah.
With Bill Skarsgård and all that, right? That's
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
I'm talking about.
mhm.
Yeah. A video game based on Zach Krieger's horror movie is now in development.
I wonder what that would be like.
Silent Hill? I don't know.
Boop.
But it says that Barbarian, the horror film, Secker, one of the last year's biggest surprises, doesn't want a sequel. He wants to do it as a video game. And then after the end of the story takes a dark, unexpected. What do I say? Where's that? Gosh dang it! They want to do it kind of like Friday the 13th, the game, and Evil Dead, the game. Is quite different than those two sagas, so they're thinking it's going to be more of a jump scare video game.
I mean, horror video games are all the craze these days, you know.
Are they really?
I mean, we're about to.
And I don't mean those. All right, I'm not a fan of the online ones.
Oh, you aren't?
The one like where you're like, oh, you gotta run and hide. Yay!
I don't like playing online games. I don't like playing online games because I suck at them. That's the problem with me. I'm terrible at them. So
Hey, Apple and Paramount don't give a shit about your bladder.
Of course not, because we can
No.
pause it. We can pause it.
Apple and Paramount are now suing theaters across the United States and the globe that are putting in an intermission break in the middle of Killer of the Flowers Moons.
I forgot about. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that people are like the theaters are doing their things. Like, all right, we're gonna pause the movie, go pee, we'll come back. But I kind of wish
It's
that
a 4-hour movie.
I wish Martin had done. I wish Marty had done that. I wish he put intermission. Dude, I had to pee so fucking bad. It was ridiculous.
The film's editor, Thomas Ed, expressed surprise and called the intermission a violation of artist rights, while Scorsese himself has not spoken about the controversy, and industry experts and analysts agree that Scorsese did not intend to be there to be an intermission. Theaters should adhere to his original presentation, but also acknowledge the film's length and potential demand for a break. Hello, look, dude. I can't get behind Martin Scorsese anymore. I'm like to the point where I don't like
you're
him
mad.
anymore.
You're mad at him because of what he said about a genre of films. You
No. He just keeps ripping everyone apart now. You know how much news I did not put in like in the last 2 months of him ripping not just comic book movies apart, but any other art besides his? It's getting to the point where he's getting like Stanley Kubrick, Alan Moore, to the point where they're what he's saying is just fucking nuts and crazy. And you can't sit there and fight for your part of movies, and then because your part is now the great part, you're now the legend, put down everybody that you had to fucking step on to get there. I don't know, man. I'm just not happy with him right now.
So I'm sort of on the side with Howard Hitchcock. He said the length of the film should be directly related to the endurance of the human bladder. So either include the intermission like at the halfway mark, or just like me, just starve myself of water before I go into a movie.
Yeah, dude. It's like, so you're not just supposed you're okay, so you can't eat, you can't drink, don't do anything that you need with your body physically. Before you go in to sit down on the 4-hour movie. I'm gonna take a fucking I know we're gonna have to review this movie sooner or later.
I've already seen it.
Yeah. When I go, I'm literally just gonna take a milk jug, empty it, and anytime I gotta pee, I'm just gonna whip it out.
Or what you could do is you could just you fill milk jug, you seal it real good, and then mail it to Marty, and say this is for you.
Give him a pee bag.
Yeah. This is how much I had to pee. So here you go.
Here you go. This is how much I had to pee from the damn movie. Look, dude, I get it. All right. But you can't do that. You can't put in 4-hour movies in the theater and not think people are gonna,
When I saw one time when I saw the Hateful Eight, I saw the road show 75 millimeter, and there's an intermission in the middle of it. So in the intermission, I got up, I peed, and I watched the rest of Hateful Eight. It was great.
The stars from Reservation Dogs. If you don't know what Reservation Dogs is, it is a It's a TV show based on people that live on the Osage reservations in Oklahoma, which Killer of the Flower Moons is supposed to be based off. They want that movie to go to fucking hell. They think it is the undertreatment of how he images. Well, here, Reservation Dog stars have spoken out against the deception and treatment of the Osage characters in the Martin Scorsese's movie Killer of the Flower Moon. In the series of posts on X, they said the gruesome imagery displayed that the film dehumanizes them and normalizes violence against indigenous people.
It's interesting. I've heard other people saying that it's helping them. I heard other people saying the film those will help them because that's
people think Trump was a good president.
So potato.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah.
Jonathan Majors' assault trial is set, and he now, if you guys don't know, Jonathan Majors, who plays Conqueror King, who's in Lovecraft Nation, he's got domestic abuse charges against him. But the thing is, he's the one that called the cops. So therefore,
we cannot say anything yet.
Yeah, we can't say anything. But he's claiming that she was the aggressor, not him. I don't see why someone would throw away a career like that, especially, but whatever. But that's going to trial, and because of that, all things Disney that he is doing is getting pushed back another year until the
Yeah,
trial is
until
settled.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
There's 3 different shows
I
he's a part of that should be already
yeah,
out.
yeah. I don't know what's been happening. We don't know. We can't say one way or the
Oh
other.
yeah, I'm not
So
taking anybody's side on it. I'm just saying
okay, all right, all right, cool.
it's one of those things that it's just like, yeah, okay. But it sucks because I want to see everything conquer King. It's like,
I mean, before you knew Jonathan Majors was attached, you wanted to see Conquer
hey,
King.
I still watch Kevin Smith movies, and and they're all Weinstein.
That's different.
No, it's
It's a
not.
bit different.
How's that different?
It's different that Weinstein wasn't in the movie. He was a movie producer.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I don't know, man.
I still watch
I
American
think it's
Beauty, and it's like
me
3
too.
people in that movie that all got arrested for something. All right.
All right, man.
Anyway, that's the thing. Like literally, I had this discussion the other day with a couple people that are in actual movies. And I was like, can you separate what they are as a human being in politics? Because like the artists versus what they do artistically. Because if you don't, we're getting rid of the Beatles. There goes the Elvis Presley. Bye bye Aerosmith. Bye bye Bob Dylan. Bye bye. Like all these people are gone if we don't separate the art from the
Bye
art.
bye Bowie.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye bye
Yeah,
Bowie.
yeah. There's like a bunch of people that we all admire artistically that if we put the looking glass a little. But anyway, we won't go there.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting to look at maybe what directly supports them and what supports people that put this stuff together. Whether it been,
Mhm.
I mean, it's hard to know. Like there are artists I can't listen to more. Not that I want to, but that I can't look at the same way.
Yeah. All right.
So
Let's move on. We got a bunch of things to cover, dude. Like a bunch, and they're all pretty good ones. Like Sakura, which is known for Josh Berlin and Del Toro. The producers are now seeking out Emily Blunt to return, so she can be part of the 3rd film, and they're very excited about that.
yeah.
The director of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, is surprised Disney never came after him.
I mean, it
They
can't.
made
Like,
a lot of threats. They made a lot of threats, but they never once came after him.
Well, because there's no legal ground to stand on that now that Winnie is public domain.
Now that all the strikes are done or coming to an end, Lionsgate wants you to know they didn't forget you guys. Now You See
Aw.
Me Part 3 is now in the works. I love Now You See Me movies. I love when you have a group of great actors together, like the Oceans movies, the Knives Out series. We have a great collection of actors come together because there's never a bad movie when Morgan Freeman, Woody Harrelson, and Mark Ruffalo are involved in any of them.
What about with what's that guy's name? Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh yeah, he's okay.
It's hard to like see him as a wholesome dude. You see him such a shithead in The Social Network. With this fucking dude.
This
with his
fucking
coat
dude.
ass.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3, the director wants to ensure you, Mr. Sean Levy wants to ensure you, yes, guys, it is in the MCU. So everything they're doing is going to be part of the big picture going on. So this is a good way for them to basically just do whatever the fuck they want and get rid of people.
Well, no, they did that when it was the fucking like multiverse, so it can be anything.
Mhm.
So like they're like,
But
here's multiverse, go
this
nuts.
could be
Here's
anything. This could be anything with Ryan Reynolds in charge. Let's just throw that one out there. Good Burger 2 trailer dropped today. And a lot of people were really happy about it. That looks nice, like cheesy and funny, like the original. So that's
But
good.
I mean, I sent you a cynical text message about it.
Oh, did you? What did you say?
Welcome to Nostalgia Burger, the home of Nostalgia Burger. How would you like your something like that?
Well, they've been trying to make it for like how many years now?
Yeah, I know, but the first one wasn't that good.
It was great, dude. It was one of my
I said-
favorite movies. I watched
I
it
said,
like I wore the VHS out, bro.
Here's what I said. Welcome to Nostalgia Burger, home to Nostalgia Burger. Can I take your rose-colored glasses order? Because that's what people are looking back at. Is like they have these. And I'm glad that the people think something happened, but again, it's. I'm afraid that is a cash grab to grab our hearts from when we were kids and just hey, here, take this money. It's for this thing that we didn't work that hard at. But you know what? I'm happy that Keenan and Kel, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy about it too.
What else?
Oh, I don't know, man. I forgot what I was doing. What were we talking about? Good Burger. Good Burger was the last one we talked about.
Yeah, give her too. Yeah.
All right, 1 second. I think I pulled everything else. I'm just making sure we have everything here. You're gonna have to edit this part, and it sucks. But I'm trying to cut it. I'm trying to cut out what I don't want around.
Guys, I hope you're sticking around when Neil's trying to do this.
Oh, there's a couple people watching. Hey guys, boop. This is what happens when you don't give me time to set it up. Anyway, Chucky creator teases that he is actually writing a script where him and one of the new horror creatures out there in the world are going to go one-on-one. Monster versus monster. That's right. Chucky versus Megan.
I mean, who would win though?
Chucky.
Yeah, right. I'm with you on that.
Because she's just a like cool AI. He's a demon possessed serial killer doll that doesn't die.
Yeah,
so she could win. She could win the battles, but like 10 years, all of a sudden, Chucky's gonna pop up from somewhere and annihilate her.
Okay, well, I mean, if they're doing it, we'll see it, I guess, right?
Yes. The contracts have been signed, Chris. The ink is on the line. The dotted line has been signed. Ethan Hawke will return. Black Phone 2 is now in the works at Blumhouse.
I mean, the first one was great. I'm looking forward to the second one.
It's scheduled for an early 2025 release.
Okay, it's a little bit away, but yeah.
Talking about inking on paper, let's talk about it. Let's talk about a man who brought us one of the best versions of Superman ever. Let's talk about a man that was one of the best bad guys in all the Mission Impossibles. Let's talk about a guy who made a video game into a good series on Netflix. Let's talk about the new Highlander, Henry Cavill.
Okay. What about him?
Lionsgate has now signed a multi-picture deal with him. Highlander revealed with Henry Cavill is officially moving forward and is set to start production in early 2024. The reboot will be a full reboot based on the 1986 original, not a legacy sequel or anything like that. Not one of these, forget the first two movies.
Requel. So they're calling.
Yeah. This is a whole reboot.
Okay.
And with a budget estimated to be $100 million.
Jesus fuck, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Use it money wisely.
There can only be one.
And hopefully with that they are able to make back $100 million.
Hopefully it's his.
God, $100 million too, man. God.
Terrifier 3 is a Christmas horror movie.
I hope it's coming out this Christmas. You're looking.
I'm looking. They did not say a date. They did not say a date anywhere. No date anywhere. But the first picture of Art the Clown has him with a Santa hat on.
Oh, cute.
So everybody is thinking that now it is a Christmas movie. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I'll be down for it.
It's
Art the Clown, bro. Art the Clown just makes me happy. The first ever full-length Looney Tunes movie is in the works.
Was Space Jam not that?
No, that's a Michael Jordan movie.
Okay, all right. So just okay.
There's never been just Looney Tunes.
Okay.
That Space Jam is not. That's a basketball movie with cartoon characters.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
The Looney Tunes are making a comeback to the big screen. Their first fully animated movie titled "The Day the Earth Blew Up," a Looney Tunes movie.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm down. Yeah, we're definitely good at that. Hey, everybody's favorite bat suit is going to auction this next this coming up week. Where is it? On November November 18th.
Is it
In the
Schumacher?
next couple weeks.
Is it
Huh?
Schumacher's? Is it Schumacher's suit with the
It
bad
is the
nipples?
George Clooney Batman and Robin hero suit with the nips. The starting bid will be $50,000.
Fuck me, really? Who's gonna buy that?
People that have that kind of money.
Okay, I mean they'll
Yeah, I don't know.
keep it on display in their gallery or something like that.
But you can go look it up at the auction site. Golden. It's the Golden Action site. They have it on a mannequin. I like it. I've been looking at it like 4 times now. I'm like,
On
man, I
eBay.
guess I could kill Chris and get the Life's money. And Stephen King is getting another remake of one of his classic movies,
Okay, what is this one?
The Running Man.
You mentioned this last week.
Yeah. Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Nah. I forget things all the time.
Alright.
Cut that part out. Anthony Hopkins is first trailer just hit out there of him playing Sigmund Freud. So now he's playing psychiatrist his entire life. Psychiatrist and priest. Is that all he's ever played?
He's
At
at
this
the
point?
age.
Yeah, it's cool. Anthony Hopkins takes on the role of Sigmund Freud in Freud's last session, enraging a captive dependent for the existence of God. The film is based on the stage play and Ardman Nicole's book, drawing from the fascination conversation between Freud and C.S. Lewis.
So yeah, I mean he played C.S. Lewis in a movie. I think I saw that one.
Yeah, but it's Freud versus C.S. Lewis arguing over the existence of God.
I don't.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know, right?
Yeah.
It Follows. It Follows 2 is
Oh,
in development
yes.
now, with the original Fangirl returning as the anonymous title is revealed. It Follows 2 has been confirmed with the title They Follow.
Okay.
Ooh. David Robert Mitchell will return to direct, and with J actor Micah Monroe also set to return. Production expected to start early 2024.
I hope that
Now-
they bring back the same the music guy. The same person music for the It Follows is amazing.
Because of the movie theater, somebody this past weekend went from a millionaire to become a billionaire.
Who is this?
Taylor Swift is now a
Oh.
billionaire.
I
She has made
figures.
over $250 million from the movie The Air Tours. So Taylor Swift is now not rich. She's super rich. Still
Filthy
haven't
rich.
seen her. Yeah, haven't seen her take over any government things. All right. Anyway, Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is going to be the next action star to parody himself, just like how Sly has parodied himself, Jean-Claude, Nicolas Cage has parodied himself. Now, Jackie Chan to star as himself and save a baby panda in action comedy, The Panda Plan. Panda Plan combines Chan's martial arts abilities with comedic elements, making it a perfect project for the legendary actor. Despite reaching critical failures, Chan's voice in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was met with acclaim, and he has multiple projects lined up, including Rush Hour 4.
Man, Rush Hour 4 has been in development, I think, for like 15 years, or since the last one came out.
It happens. It happens sometimes, buddy. Daniel Radcliffe, aka the Potter with the Harry, will help his paralyzed Harry Potter stunt double tell his story in a new HBO documentary. David Holmes, the boy who lived, tells the tragic story of David Holmes, Daniel Radcliffe's longtime stunt double, who was paralyzed after a serious accident on the set of Harry Potter. The documentary explores the strong bond between Holmes and Radcliffe, who worked together on every Harry Potter film, with Radcliffe also serving as executive producer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a good. That's cool.
Yeah,
you go, Harry Potter. Do you know Sam?
Sam? I am Sam.
Yeah.
No,
not I am Sam.
Tell me more about
movie
Sam.
Sam.
The horror movie
Horror
Sam?
movie Sam.
Tell me more about Sam. Dude.
You don't know horror movie Sam?
I'm sure there's
pop a picture up.
You
I bet you if I
picture?
pop a picture right away, you'll be like, "Oh, Yeah, I know that guy. You know what helps when I delete shit from other stuff
Let me
when
write
I
this
do
down
these
so I
things.
can edit real quick.
Sam.
Oh yeah, from Trick or Treat, yeah.
Trick or Treat 2 is now in the works.
Okay.
The director, Michael Daughtry, has said that the script is amazing and he can't really. In fact, his exact words was, "We have a really, 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 really great script." He'll be reunited with his Krampus co-writers to pin the Trick or Treat sequel and have completed several drafts of the script and are itching to get started filming. The Life of Chuck.
Chuck, okay.
It's a short written by some guy that you don't know, Stephen King.
Okay.
Anyway, starring Mike Flanagan and Karen Gillian are now going to be working together for the first time since Oculus, and they'll be bringing together the Stephen King short story of The Life of Chuck. Now, The Life of Chuck follows a unique 3-act plot narrated in reverse, as Gillian's role in the film is still a mystery, adding to the anticipation surrounding the project.
Nice.
And of course, last but not least, Sylvester Stallone says he's going to do it one more time. That's right. Samaritan, the sequel, is going to be hitting next year at Amazon.
Okay.
And that's your news.
All right. That's my news.
That is Movies Don't Suck and Something New. I told Chris a bunch of stuff. Half of it he didn't care for, and now he hates that he knows it in his brain.
And people are like, yeah, did you see him race? I'm like, yeah, did you make a fucking sequel? But that'll be me. Let's get to the big sexy movie of the week, right? Like the one that came out that made its money even before it came out. It was already made its money back. This is Five Nights at Freddy's. This is directed by Emma Tammy. Emma Tammy has written podcasts, a few Into the Dark things, but this is written. That was directed by Emma Tammy. It's written by Scott Cawthorn, who's actually the guy who made the movie, made the game. By that phrase, Seth Cutterback and Emma Tammy wrote this. This stars Josh Hutcherson as Mike.
You were so caught up in my feelings, Jer.
Also, Piper Rubio as Abby. Elizabeth Lale as Vanessa.
I've never loved anyone the way that I love you.
Matthew Lillard is Steve Ragland.
My name is Dennis Rafkin.
You're Dennis Rafkin?
Who's Dennis Rafkin?
The movie's Steve Ragland. This also stars Mary Stuart Masterson as Aunt Jane.
I think we'd get along much better if we didn't spend so much time together anymore.
Also stars Kat Connor Sterling as Max, David Lind as Jeff, Christian Stokes as Hank, Joseph Poliquin as Carl, and we'll say Grant Thiele as Ghost Kid. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Five Nights at Freddy's?
Mike Schmidt, a night guard at a local diner, becomes troubled after confronting the truth about the animatronic costumes that reside. They aren't just robots, they are alive. Will he be able to survive all 5 nights at the haunted diner? Or is something more sinister at play? That is not a good storyline for that.
Do you have a better one?
Oh, the top one. I'm going to do the
Yeah,
top one.
yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, just cut that off. Say it again.
Okay.
Go 5.
5, 4, 3.
A troubled security guard begins working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. During his first night on the job, he realizes that the night shift won't be so easy to get through. Pretty soon, he will unveil what actually happened at Freddy's.
So we want to say off. I'm going to say off right away. This is a based on a very popular video game series. There's a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not my bag. Whatever. I played it.
You never played it?
I did play it. It's not my. It's not.
Oh, you don't like horror movie games? Yeah, I forgot.
Not that. I just the movies.
Don't like horror games.
You can't fucking generalize. Let me finish.
You told me all the time you don't like horror.
I do like horror games, but Five Nights at Freddy's, it was all right. You know, but I'm not big on battery management. I suck at it. Whatever. Anyway, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's based on the video game, and so this movie I think was when it came out, when it was being written, Steve Bloom, right? Or Mr. Bloom, he said this was a movie for fans. So right away, I mean, sure, and whatever, that's the thing. The
I
fans
mean,
were, but I'm not thinking it. So when you see, so I think it's for a lot of people that didn't play the games. They're either one, they are alienated because this is a movie for fans, or two, if you love the games, there's a thing when something happens that you look at it for all the things that it does right, and you're ignoring the bad aspects of it, that you're unable to give it a fair score, right? But me being very ancillarily familiar with the game and with movies like this, because I don't even remember Willy's Wonderland from a couple years ago. To me, this was not near as fun as Willy's Wonderland. And
well,
but
Willy's Wonderland, let's be honest, was a complete ripoff of Five Nights at Freddy's, and they just couldn't get the name title.
yeah, but it's not, because this movie's completely different. And
No. It's the complete the movie, and you can go read it because
Yeah.
I did in the
Yeah.
last 2 days.
Yeah.
Willy's Wonderland was a complete ripoff that Five Nights at Freddy's, a game. They just could not get the rights to it.
Right. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying this movie's nothing like that movie though.
No, they went with a different script with a different person. They added elements that were not in the games whatsoever,
And they also had
it's
tons
a
of stuff that was in the games that people were jizzing their pants over when they saw it, which is great. I'm really happy that this was made for fans, right?
I don't think it was made for fans.
No, that's what they.
I think this
exactly.
was made to make a movie.
I know, but they said this was made for fans.
Well, okay, stop. It wasn't made for fans because there's a storyline about the security guard that's not in any of the games.
Mm-hmm.
How many jump scares do we have?
I didn't count. Did you?
Yeah, I did one. We had one, Chris.
Okay.
What's the whole game based off of?
Jump scares.
Exactly. So, with that to the side of it, watching it, I had to put in my mind sight like watching 89 Batman or watching Christopher Nolan Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as I noticed 5 minutes in, this is not going to be what I think Batman is.
Yeah.
What I think Five Nights at Freddy's is. This is their story. So after I got like 10 minutes in, I just started the movie over again. And it's like, okay, let me go into this with a clear thought process of that. This is just a movie.
Yeah.
It's not a video game. There's no video
Yeah.
game that exists. There's no fan base. There's nothing like that. This is a good fucking movie. This is from bottom to end. You get some great, yeah, and it's a PG-13, but man, do they borderline that PG-13 really hardcore, dude. They borderline it.
There's
like, with
one
some
scene I can
gore.
think of that where they borderline it. One scene. Now,
There's three.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm saying about this movie. Now, and this is so there are at least three things that aren't tied up at the end. Not like they fucking forgot about it. Like, which kind of bothers me when I'm thinking, okay, this thing happened, please give me a resolution. Which didn't get, when they're putting movies that don't tie in, right? And I didn't like it that much. I didn't think there were definitely worse movies than this, but to say it's a all around great movie, I did not get that from that. Now, and people can shit on me for not liking it or being a nerd here or whatever, but I didn't think this was that good of a movie. I've seen movies that are better than this, especially this year, and so I think that maybe people working at it differently than I would, and I know what the games are. I'm pretty familiar with the property, and I didn't like it, man. I was bored a lot of the time.
Because it was good writing, gave us a good backstory, gave us a great way to open up the universe, and then on top of it, it gives us 2 or 3 times where you're just kind of like, oh, what the fuck? What just happened? No,
I was not like that at all. But
really,
I could have used more Matthew Lillard. I think I could have used a little bit more him. He was not enough, I don't think.
But anyway, so I loved it because one is practical effects, no CGI.
Yeah, I will say that the Jim Henson thing, Jim Henson studio did a fucking great job with the puppets. That was great. I really enjoyed that part of it.
It's whatever, man. Chris hated it. I kind of liked it.
No.
We're done.
No, we're not done with this. So
Well,
you
every
think,
time I'm trying to say something, you jump in to try to defend your side. Dude, can I just say my side?
yeah, go for it.
Like,
Go for it, man. Go for it.
yeah. It's like you're jumping all over me just because you think
No,
just because our
because
opinions are
you're
different on
talking
this
shit at
one.
me after I give my opinion. So just go
Oh
ahead and
no, I just get it. You don't like fun stuff.
no,
Anyway,
just go. Yeah, go ahead. I'm muting my microphone so you can get your shit.
and no, don't mute your microphone. Don't be a dick.
All right.
But anyway, I liked the surprise factors in this movie. What I really wish though, because the game was more jump scary, I want more jump scares. You got to be creative with some jump scares. You can't just make a movie based off a video game of jump scares and not have jump scares.
That was probably a big problem with it, is it wasn't scary at all. No,
It's
nothing's.
creepy. It doesn't have to. The game's not scary. The
Well,
game's just creepy.
the game is nerve wracking. It's scary. That's like
I don't
that.
think the game's nerve wracking at all.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean,
No, it
maybe
isn't.
because maybe because I'm shitty with the power you have to conserve. But to me, like I didn't find this. I guess there was some suspense to me. I didn't get the anxiety I get with that game. You know.
So, to recap, people, Chris didn't like this movie because it didn't give him high anxiety.
No, I'm saying I was saying like to me like, and I just didn't. Man, it didn't do it for me, and I get it. I get it.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like it didn't get you happy in your willy, so it didn't do it for you.
That's not what I'm saying.
He said it didn't do it for you.
Yeah, this
But,
movie didn't work for me. But I'm glad people enjoy it. I'm glad that people like it. But to me, this was not a horror film, and in the least bit to me, it wasn't scary. It wasn't suspenseful. I thought that some of the acting was kind of hammy. Josh Hutcherson is committed to the role. I like Josh Hutcherson in this. I like Matthew Lillard being fucking crazy. And I love I love the characters, the special effects when it comes to the practical effects. But when it comes to the actual execution of this, I think they bungled it. When it comes to writing a script that was coherent, that made it okay to leave out shit that's pretty important, and we'll talk about this off the air, so I don't give anything away. I think they I don't know what happened with that, but again, I'm glad people like it. It just wasn't a thing that I enjoyed as much as other people did, and that's
yeah, I know.
fine.
I mean, it made $130 million this past weekend.
We know, dude.
And
Both you and I know money doesn't mean a thing when it comes to artistic merit. I'm saying,
I
not
know
saying
this is
doesn't have
why I
money.
don't want to go see Killer Flowers anymore. I really don't.
I mean,
That movie
God,
has to suck so bad.
you have not seen it. You cannot say that yet.
I could tell you the entire plot.
That doesn't fucking matter. You can go on the history books and see the entire plot. But I'm just saying, like, you can't say. I try to say, when it comes to any movie that we go see, I try to keep an open mind, and just automatically discounting something because you don't like with the press surrounding it. I don't know, man. That's kind of icky, right?
Right.
Okay. But I'm glad.
Anyway,
I like some of these movies, but to me, as overall, I didn't really like it that much.
cool. What's your
Well, no, we got score quotes on this, right?
yeah? What's your score on it?
No, we got to give quotes first, dude.
All right. 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars. Yep, that's what I thought. Our entire time we've been doing this, our chat was not open, and it just
Oh
made me
my God,
verify it.
really?
Yeah, so our entire show, people, I just jumped on Facebook over here for a second. I see that I have some messages, and the messages are all people that were trying to talk to us during the freaking podcast.
Do you know Thomas Stapleton, or is that someone that just loves you?
Yeah, that's Tommy. That's the guy that was next to me at SmackDown.
Hey, what's up, Tommy?
But anyway, all right. So what am I doing?
Quotes. If you want to do quotes, or unless you want, unless you have more to say about this movie.
And though the dreamer's still asleep, he walks through the memory as if experiencing it as for the first time, anew, no longer a passenger, but an active participant. You only have to worry about one thing: keep people out and keep the place tidy. That's 2 things. I wish somebody would buy me a ring. It's perfectly normal to sit around talking to invisible friends all day. The electricity is just a bit iffy here. Just keep your eyes on the monitors and keep people out. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Did you see who took my brother? I will pay you attentionally. It's okay. I know where you live. Are you being paid by the word?
I think you liked everything that Mary Stuart Masterson said in this. You're so happy to see her in it.
I was happy to see everybody in this. I am a certified EMT, so if your heart stops, I'm the one to call. She's mean and smells like cigarettes. I know you're back there. Might as well come out. You can do with her what you want. With your life, you bring Abby here again, and I will shoot you. I have no idea what I wrote there. All right, it's time to go play. It's not just their ghosts inside. He really messed you up, didn't he? Chica, please. Chica, please. I don't like this. You couldn't just leave it alone, could you? Lucky for me. I have something for you to play with. That's it.
Okay. What's your score on this?
I give it a 4. I loved it.
Okay. I'm giving it a 2.9.
I thought it was great. I had a great time. People had a great time watching it.
Yeah.
The theater was like abruptly awesome about it. So I mean, it was great.
I'm glad you liked it, dude. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What's the audience score for Five Nights at Freddy's?
Audience score is going to be 71.
89%.
Nice.
Now, what's the critic score for this one?
22.
29%.
So you're a critic.
I guess so. I'll read a good review. I'll read a bad review, then a good review. Just make you happy.
Okay.
So this is Donald Clark of the Irish Times. He says Usherson is admirably committed to the filmmaker's apparent desire to make something miserable of a scenario that, as one Oscar-winning actor has shown, is more comedy as psychedelic comedy. So you give that a 2 out of 5. And this is what David Rigel from the Chicago Review says. He's like, Imitating Horror Mystery isn't perfect, but it's compelling and scary enough to beg for sequels. And there'll be sequels to this. It made its way back already. So if you guys like this, you'll get more. I'm pretty sure we do the show by then. Unless Neil just wants to break up with me after this. We'll be singing that too.
Sing what?
For Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Unless you break up with me before then.
I don't know. I might. I mean, gosh, you just like bashing things anymore.
No, I just didn't like.
I'm a positive guy. And
I know, but
your negativity, man.
It just brought you
You're
down.
Gonna have to be nicer. You're just gonna. It's Devil's Night. It's a night of celebration.
It's the night before the night. What are you doing for Halloween?
Tomorrow I'm working trick or treat.
Oh, nice. It'll be fun, right?
Yeah, it's for the radio station. It's downtown, Jinx, Oklahoma. Okay. It should be fun. Hopefully, it's fun. If not, I'll have to kill people.
Yeah, we can figure out.
And then I'll bury a couple. I'll probably bury a couple bodies, and then of course I will be gone for the next like 7 days.
Oh yeah, you're going to
Pirate Fest.
Yeah, that's yeah, we have it on a calendar when we're the next couple weeks, guys. We're doing weird nights for recording because we're out of town. Neil's out of town.
We're already doing a weird night recording. It's Monday.
It's Monday, yeah. So
and we won't be back till next Thursday at least, at minimum.
Yeah. So guys, I hope you I'm gonna thank you for spending your night with us. Neil's either really tired or just pissed at me. I'm sorry, Neil. But
I can't take all the negativity anymore,
no,
man.
it's
You're
just
just
'cause I
too
didn't like a
negative. You're
movie.
just negative.
Just
You're negative.
because I didn't
Not
like
because
this
you didn't
movie.
like a movie. You bashed it. You just went hardcore.
Yeah.
You didn't even act like like, hey, it's okay to be an artist and do art.
Dude, you're now
You
you're
hate you hate you almost make me think you hate art now.
no, I just didn't like I didn't like this movie. This is one
Yeah,
movie I
I
didn't
just
like.
think you hate artists now. You're like, they suck. Nobody knows how to write.
No,
in this
I
movie.
just
Nobody knows how to
I
produce in this
hold
movie.
on.
Nobody knows how
Now
to
you're
act in
attacking
this
me for not
movie.
liking a movie.
Nobody knows how
I
to.
said, dude, I said Josh Hutcherson was committed to this. I like Josh. I liked most of the actors in this movie. I get and even Carl, who was weird, but like I said to me, it wasn't scary, and that's why I wanted out of this.
But you knew it wasn't going to be scary. That's why we put it with Slotherhouse, man. We knew it was going to be two fun movies.
I didn't get the fun out of it, but
yeah, I
you know what, that's
noticed
just me.
that. You're like, oh my god, it wasn't scary. So I was like, but we knew it wasn't. It was PG-13. We knew it wasn't going to be scary. Name a scary PG-13 movie.
They exist, right? The Grudge was scary, right? The Ring was scary.
Those are not PG-13, were they?
Yes, the Ring
I mean,
is
they weren't
definitely
that good
PG-13.
either. So
the Ring was all right.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway,
it scared me as a 13-year-old when I forgot how it was, but that when they opened that closet in there, dude, I was horrified,
Right.
but just for that second, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Also, when I saw the Grudge, I also was coming back in the bathroom, and it was so dark I walked into the wall.
Nice.
And I kind of peed myself a little bit because whatever.
I know you.
But
Well, I mean, that's kind of constant.
Yeah, that's why I got those Depends on, right?
It depends.
But you guys can hold on. You guys can find us on movies.net. We're at w2mnet.com. That's W number 2, M is moviesnet.com. You'll find our podcast there and a bunch of other ones. You'll also find us at patreon.com/movies.suck. We're at X MTS Podcast from Instagram MTS Podcast. And we're also on I said Patreon, right? Yeah, we're on Bonfire. Go to bonfire.com/movies.suck. New. You'll find our podcast there or merch there along with a bunch of Neil's made. And where do you want podcast on Movies Don't Suck and something to do? Just subscribe, please, because we love you.
Yes.
You know, what do you do for small business?
You got a small business, let us know. We'll be more than happy to advertise you right here on the podcast, free of charge, to our thousands of listeners, of millions of followers right here at Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do.
You good, dude?
I'm good. Let's get her done.
Do you love me?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you try in this life, remember, sloths don't make a good pet, and that's because wild things should stay in the wild. Have a good night. Happy Halloween. Goodbye. Thank you, everybody, for watching and being a part of the show. Remember, I'm sorry that the chat, I just realized this, and I'm glad this is not going into the episode. I realized the chat was not working half the time. and that's my bad. I accidentally changed some things around on my computer. But it will be next time. Please add comments. We want to see them. We want to talk about them. We want more people talking happy, positive things in this world. All right. Have a good day.